If you give a monkey a typewriter, it would just write gibberish, says who? Common sense? Well, mathematicians disagree, of course under the plausible premise that the monkey lives and types infinitely, and that the monkey's typing is restricted by independence and randomness of what it types. Then, the monkey would type gibberish, however, with the most minuscule possibility that it would type the single most meaningful piece of text in human history. Think of any piece of text, any random set of letters and punctuation marks, and the monkey, if we can even call it so, will type it at some point. This is just the infinite monkey theorem, and it shows how wrapping our heads around the concept of infinity is tough, of course, since using probabilities in a finite context means something, yet infinity does not care. If something can happen, given infinite time, it will happen. And this is what I like to call the generalized, summarized version of the infinite monkey theorem. So, why limit ourselves to text? Think of anything, and it can be a reality at this point. Say now the monkey performs completely random and independent actions in an unbounded universe with all the resources it would ever need. The monkey can now do anything a human could, and more, since it's not restricted by resources or what a rational action might even be. Now, anything to ever exist and more will happen in said universe. Think of your favorite video game, or even a video game you don't even know exists, and it's much better than it. The monkey will have built a NASA computer and programmed the best game ever, the worst game ever, all in the minds of any person to ever exist. Perhaps it could even modify the laws of the universe as long as it isn't impossible, even if we think nowadays it's impossible. Objective reality doesn't care of what we think is or isn't possible right now.
With this logic, we can assume that anything we make then is uncreative. After all, pure randomness could do the exact same thing. I mean, it can even make it better. In fact, so much better that we think of our original idea as a shame. Well, creativity isn't the possibility to create something. It is the ability to intentionally come up with ideas. Our intentions are what give power to our work, not the product of mere chance. A monkey might statistically type Hamlet in 4 point something times 10 to the power of whatever number this is. Thank you, deleted Reddit user. Or the universe could instead create life, evolve into humanity, create language, build societies, then the English language, and have a human type a piece of meaningful literature for a group of people who appreciate it for what it is. Not meaningless, illegible words for a monkey, but a powerful representation of humanity and its creativity. We aren't just expressing or even having our ideas pulled from a pool of meaningless random chance. We're putting our life experience behind an idea. Yes, we could totally get inspiration from seemingly random things, but it is us and humanity what gives it meaning, not its mere existence. So whenever you think that whatever you're doing isn't as good as it can be, remember that the meaning of your work comes from your effort, iterations, and society. It isn't what we write, draw, or do, but what others and yourself who give it meaning. What good is there in a monkey writing Hamlet 2 when there is nobody there to appreciate it? So, in conclusion, when doing any creative work, be intentional and remind yourself, what distinguishes me from the monkey?